Have you ever visited a butterfly garden or considered planning one on your own? Today our group will describe what butterfly gardens are, the history behind them, their cultural connection, and the common plant species you can find in these gardens. To start things off, let's explain what a butterfly garden is.
Butterfly gardens create an environment where butterflies thrive through all parts of their life cycle. The plants produce nectar for the butterflies to eat and a host for them to lay their eggs. In a butterfly garden, there are numerous plant species, and each serves a different purpose. One plant may be a flower with a lot of nectar for food, and another plant might have big leaves close to the ground that provide shelter from weather such as wind and rain. All of these elements are planted in an open area that receives lots of sunlight for the butterflies to enjoy. They can range in size from something as small as a smartly designed flower pot to a space as large as a meadow.
While there isn't an exact record of the history of butterfly gardens, we can assume they were originally created as a hobby. While some may enjoy the peaceful views of butterfly garden brings, others may have been interested in supporting the local wildlife in their area. Either way, butterfly gardens have found their way into the culture and lifestyle of many people today. Over time, they have evolved from a simple backyard hobby to extensive scenic attractions recognized across the world.
Butterfly gardens have a connection with many different cultures around the world. Since butterflies can be found almost anywhere, each culture has their own symbolism to butterflies and gardens that allow them to thrive. In the Chinese culture, butterflies are seen as a symbol of love. According to Chinese legends, butterflies represent a strong bond between couples and are often a traditional gift to newlyweds on their wedding nights. Butterflies serve as a reminder of the power of love for the people in the Chinese culture. To people who practice the Christian faith, the butterfly represents the resurrection of Jesus. As the butterfly is in the cocoon phase, it is depicted as being a dead butterfly. But when they emerge into a butterfly and something more beautiful, it represents Christ's rise from the dead. Christians tend to associate the wings of a butterfly with the ascending of Jesus into heaven. Christians also represent butterflies with the spiritual awakening when dedicating their lives to Christ. Although having the common trend of butterflies serving as something positive in life, the Celts tend to think that butterflies is something more harmful and evil. When the Celts saw a flock of butterflies emerging, this meant that either a war or a plague was coming. The Celts also believed that if they saw a butterfly at night, they were going to die.
Butterfly gardens are found in many different countries all over the world. The world's largest butterfly garden is the Güembe Biocenter, located in Santa Cruz, Bolivia. The park also houses a diverse collection of orchids and a birdhouse where you can see scarlet macaws, toucans, parrots, peacocks, and other colorful tropical birds. There are butterfly gardens all throughout the U.S., including here in Delaware. The Ashland Nature Center Butterfly House in Hockessin inhabits 15 species of butterflies and moths. Unlike some other butterfly gardens, it is a complete ecosystem with water, shelter, food, and host plants for each butterfly species.
The plants you choose to include will depend on the species of butterflies and caterpillars you wish to attract and the species common to your area. According to the North American Butterfly Association, there are two distinct categories of plants included in butterfly gardens: nectar plants and host plants. Both of these categories contribute to the functioning ecosystem of a butterfly garden. Nectar plants are those that attract butterflies to the area and provide nectar to drink. Most of these plants offer bright blooming flowers that come in a variety of colors. Some of the most common plants include the purple coneflower, violets, blazing stars, and lantanas. These flowers commonly attract swallowtails, great spangled fritillés, silver-spotted skippers, and red-spotted purple butterflies. Now let's talk about the other category, host plants. Host plants are those that support the entire butterfly life cycle by providing a habitat for female butterflies to lay their eggs and food for growing larvae. One of the most well-known examples of a host plant is milkweed. Milkweed is a perennial plant that typically blooms from June to August, right before the monarch's migration south for the winter. And females lay their eggs on the underside of milkweed plants. Once the larvae hatch, they start eating the leaves of the plant for food. Finally, when they are grown, monarch caterpillars use the sturdy stems of the milkweed plant to hang their chrysalises. Other common host plants include asters, snapdragons, spider flowers, and the butterfly bush, which attracts a wide range of butterfly species. The butterfly bush in particular has caused some environmental controversy. It is currently considered an invasive species in multiple states throughout the U.S., including Oregon, who has officially banned sales of the plant. While butterfly bush is known to attract hundreds of butterfly species and provide food, it spreads rapidly and overcrowds competing native plants. To avoid this, we recommend planting environmentally friendly plants such as sweet pepper bush, buttonbush, and New Jersey tea.
To wrap things up, butterfly gardens provide a sense of serenity in a landscape and can be a fun, interactive project. We hope you've learned something from our presentation and maybe you've been inspired to plant some species of your own to attract butterflies in your area. Thanks for listening.